St. Fleur, reporting again from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Save Scranton. Okay, today I want to talk about two interesting pieces of news that has come out recently. One of them has to do with a letter that's been circulating from the Scranton Sewer Authority. Now, this letter that is supposedly from the Scranton Sewer Authority is requiring certain Scranton residents to sign off an easement of their property to the tune of $100. Now, for those of you who don't know what an easement is, an easement basically gives an outside authority the right to have entry into your property for an instance like a utility. Now, for the Scranton Sewer Authority, we're talking about pipelines that are probably underneath the property. Now, the fact that this letter was sent with a whole bunch of grammatical errors, in addition to requiring that the homeowner sign it immediately through a notary and also give up their easement for $100. It's very questionable. I wrote an article about it, let people know that they should definitely contact a lawyer before signing anything that even slightly resembles a contract. And this is no different. So therefore, I'm not sure the dubious underhanded goings are going on with the sewer authority, but definitely Scrantonians don't sign anything without legal representation. And I doubt that your easements are worth anything remotely close to $100. Not only that, but according to the Times Tribune, the Public Utility Commission has recently decided, well, two lawyers in the commission have decided that the sewer authority deal is no bueno. Basically, what they consider is that number one, the sewer authority has a book value of $75 million. If anyone kept track of the story, the sewer authority is being sold to American Water for $195,000. $195 million. Now, that's more than 2 times worth the price of the book value. But it gets worse. According to what these judges discovered, there's a variance that exists within the contract that stipulates within 10 years, another $104 million may be tacked into the final selling price, which would of course be subsidized by American Water customers throughout Pennsylvania. The implications of this is that their bills will be raised to pay off for a deal that is being sold at almost 4 times the book value. Now, I'm not sure if that makes sense to you, because it definitely doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, this deal is a bad deal for American Water and the rest of Pennsylvania. Now, the question is, why is Scranton doing it? Well, the Scranton government is doing it because they have no money. But instead of admitting that they have no money, they're attempting to do fire sales of public assets in order to solve their poor fiscal situation. Now, of course, the reasonable thing to do would be file bankruptcy, make cuts, lower taxes, make strategic partnerships with businesses, and drive revenue by having more Scrantonians with disposable income, higher property values, building, construction, improvement, progress. But instead of doing that, they seem to be stuck in the status quo thinking that perpetuates a failing model that have been failing since 1992. Scranton, the government that is, has the same amount of personnel that they had since Scranton had a population of 150,000 people. That is not sustainable. They should know this. And all these last-ditch efforts are just a symptom of one overarching problem. The Scranton government doesn't have any money, but refused to admit it. Now, they should, because not only is this new information coming from the Public Utility Commission, eventually or potentially puts the deal at a standstill. Now, regardless if the deal goes through or not, the fact of the matter is Scranton's pensions are underfunded, their debts are mounting, their credit rating is below 0. Tough decisions have to be made, and strong leadership needs to be demonstrated. Now, Mayor Cartwright doesn't seem to be manifesting any of these qualities. It's amazing that it can be imagined that it's difficult under these trying circumstances to do the right thing. Obviously, a lot of people in the government are going to be upset if there were cuts being made. But I don't think that it makes sense to sacrifice the 76,000 people who live in Scranton for the 2% of the people who make up the Scranton government. At least that's my thought process. Well, that'll be all. Stay tuned and look forward to new updates from Safe Scranton.